Hello, lovely earthlings. So, since Inktober is about inking and not only ink washes, I decided to include the line art in this one so you can kind of see. The only reason why I haven't before is I turn my paper quite often. As you can see, I really tried not to in this. So, sorry if it's a little quick turning here and there, a little disorienting. I tried super hard not to though. So I went in with my Micron pens, the Pigma Micron in 05, I believe this one is. And I just pretty much did the line art. I did not completely solid lines, like I followed the lines of the sketch that I laid out, but I left gaps in between. I feel like it makes it not as one-dimensional, maybe. So I tried. So I messed up on this plant a few times with the line art, so I ended up just coloring in, well, shading some back leaves, kind of just to make it look like it grew on the back, because when I was tracing the line, yeah, I botched it. So for these pieces, went in with the fine line, and then I just pretty much, for the right one, I did a much darker ink wash, and then for the left one, I did it more of a light kind of gray scale. Similar piece. So the story behind these bottles is it pretty much represents Koira and her family. So Koira's family is not so much the good witches. They're the ones that give people, you know, the bad names of the witches. So the bottle on the right represents her family, and they pretty much are masters at hexes. So, for example, this one would be one that you'd slip into a soldier's, you know, drink to make sure you didn't quite make it through the war. So, you know, stuff like that. Well, Koira grew up, all she wanted to do was make flowers. You know, she's a flower witch. Her mother did pass on early on in her life, and she was also a flower witch. Granted, her mother was like, let's do human-eating vicious Venus fly plants, but, you know, you can't choose your family. So, Koira made these little bottles filled with plants. Well, when she made them colorful and bright and full of life, she'd come home from school and they'd just be all smashed on the ground. So she started making them darker in colors, just grayscale, not so much the frilly, frivolous flowers that she'd like to grow and do. So just kind of the more simplistic ones, and they stopped getting smashed. She still had to prepare a hex here and there, but for the most part, she just wanted to escape the damn town and her family and just move on about. So the only color I added to the piece, aside from, of course, the highlighting, is I wanted that little light to show color, so it was kind of clear. I thought it was cute, almost like a little dangling sun, you know. I didn't do the shading too terribly well, but it's there. You can't see it too much. So remember to stay classy, sassy, and keep on laughing. Bye!